Hi there, good morning, and welcome to another curve flattening concert, number 700 and something. And I see a bunch of people checking in already. Warren Bendler and Janelle. Steve Walker is here, and he will be doing his concert on Wednesday. I'll announce that during the announcements. Rhonda Scott Merrick and Tom Dietz and Steve Edelman, Slim Edelman as we know him, and Eben Atwater and Steve DeHaas on YouTube. Mike Stillman, haven't seen you in a while, Mike. And Gene Galligan, Linda Pasqua Blaze, Laurie Payne, Robert McKenna, Bob McKenna, and in one of his, used to be Bob McKenna, I think now he's Robert. It happens as people get older. Someday I'll start calling myself Roland or whatever my name is. Ken Nashif is here, and Amy Roach, and Charlie Bryant, the Clown Prince of Raleigh World, and Deb Libby Clark and Diane Desmond up there in Vermont, and with her dog Glory, and Linda Worster in Western Mass, and Rich Fowler, and Michael Tierson, and Indian Winter. Yes, we have a real cold day here in Philly. It's like another polar vortex or whatever. Yesterday was beautiful. It was like high 50s and sunny, and then the wind came up and the temperatures dropped, and now we're this. My poor friend Rick, who's my dog walking buddy, has to go coach a juniors lacrosse team on a freezing field today. So send him a little vote of support. Kate Petrella is here, and Kate Mack, and Connie Copy. I haven't seen you in a while, Connie, and Kathy Marzik, and David Arthur Radcliffe, and Donna Greenberg, and Mike Schnabel, and John Rossi, and Charlie Koch. Hey, Charlie's on Bozeman. I talked to his lovely wife, Cozy, yesterday. She was having a guitar issue. And Carol Pred is here, and I think that's everybody who's checked in so far, and I should really get going. So, time's a wasting. I cloink you all with the cloinkophonic mug. I have two pictures for you today, two Charlie pictures, and the first one was actually taken several days ago. And this is Charlie. Charlie flopped out. He's on top of his little house toy that all these other things came in. So you can see the house, and then down below his right leg, back leg, you can see one of the little men from the house. We've highlighted him before. He's the guy with the chainsaw. And then above Charlie's rump, you can see an upside-down little car that also came from within the little house, which Charlie is gradually decimating. And behind Charlie, you see the little blue elephant, which is hardly recognizable as an elephant anymore because a lot of its stuffing is on the floor below Charlie. Those little white puffs there are part of the elephant. So that was Charlie several days ago, but just to show you how little things change around here from day to day sometimes. This shot came in this morning. This was more characteristic of what's happening at the present. There, so now this is what Charlie looks like right now, if I look over behind my camera. Some of the toys have moved. His little Snoopy toy is now in front of him, but the little destroyable house, I think it's like the old lady who lived in a shoe house or something like that, and the remains of the blue elephant are there. So that's our dog section for the first part of the concert, and some music. So David Arthur Radcliffe requested There Will Be a Happy Meeting, and that's the most memorable version of that is by the great Bahamian guitarist Joseph Spence. I see my friend Tricia Joel is here, who's actually Trish Seraphin, who is one of our old dog sitters, but she has Oliver, who you can see in her thumbnail there, and she can't dog sit for us anymore. Michael Miller's here, and more. Anyhow, Joseph Spence, and I'll tell you a little more about it after I play it. There will be a happy meeting in heaven. And recently, I got together with Elijah Wald, who made a really thorough study of Joseph Spence's guitar style. And there's a guy, I guess he's in the Bahamas, named Guy Drissar. And he had done the most serious study of Joseph Spence's. He had hung out with him and really stole more stuff from him. And he wasn't very communicative with Elijah, but what Elijah did get out of him in several phone conversations was that most all the time, Spence was playing in these intervals. So where you might want to go, he was actually going. There's always these doubles, which you have to play if you're playing bass at the same time. You have to play them with split fingers. So you're playing on the first string, you're skipping the second string and playing the third. So it's an interesting development which I've been trying to incorporate into my my very approximate renderings of Joseph Spence tunes. And so that was the first experiment on this one. I don't usually play this tune, but it's an easy one to take a bad stab at, which is what I did. So I see John Sprouse is here. Let me go backwards a little bit. Jay Peterson, C.J. Clark. Hey, C.J. And Bernd Buchmann in Germany. I said hi to Mike Schnabel, and I think I said hi to Donna Greenberg. Dave Mason in Scotland. Chris Layden out there in Colorado. Steve Salmon. Are you in Philly, Steve? I can't remember. And I think I said hello to the rest of you. Ellen O'Brien is here. My good friend Cozy Sheridan is out there in Moab. And Cozy, as I will announce shortly, will be doing her concert this Tuesday because we need it. So I'm going to put the Prue guitar down. We'll talk about it a little more when I get to the guitar section. And replace it here with the pre-war, which is in standard tuning. And Cozy, when you get a chance, shoot me a text and tell me what happened with your guitar thing. Cozy had a crack in her beautiful Collings guitar yesterday. So this next song is by a good friend of Cozy's and a good friend of mine, Susie Burke. And it was requested by Debbie Moore. I don't know, is Debbie here? I didn't see her. I might have missed her. But if not, she'll see the replay. Anyhow, it's a song for our times, and it's a good time to hear it. So. I am walking down this highway, and I don't care where I'm bound. There's a voice inside me, it keeps on singing. Boy, keep moving, don't turn around. The heat is rising off the pavement. Sweat is rolling down my spine, but I'm willing and I'll keep moving, 'cause I'm trusting I'm gonna find higher ground, gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound. Love is calling me to higher ground. Now my soul been etched in heartache, just like everyone I know, and I carry all of it with me. And sometimes I know that shows. Some days it is my armor, Some days it is my crown, but believe me, soon I will be free. Crown or armor, I'm gonna set it down on higher ground, higher ground. Gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound. Love is calling me to higher ground. Now maybe you've got a heartache, maybe you hurt like me, maybe you feel that tether and you're straining to be free. Take my hand and walk beside me. Don't look back and don't look down. Raise your eyes up, see what we have found. No use wondering, no use in asking why we're tested in our time. It's all just a mystery that soon becomes our history. You've got yours and I've got mine. When I find my piece of that holy heaven, I'll fly it like a banner out from my heart, and I'm gonna tear it so I can share it. Will you come now and take your part on higher ground, higher ground? Gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound. Love is calling me on higher ground. Higher Ground, written by Susie Burke, the wonderful Susie Burke, who actually is, I think they're about to start, for those of you in New England, I think this Friday starts the David Surratt Mandolin Festival, which Susie is keeping going for her late husband, David Surratt, who is a dear friend to all of us. And that should be a great festival. There's really some name mandolin players and guitarists there. So you might see if you can find that. You could probably go to Susie Burke's Facebook page and find out about it. So next up, so we don't just sit here for too long, this was requested by my good friend Carol Pred, who has requested this before. She likes these jazz standards. You go to my head. Go to My Head. And Carol will probably tell us who wrote that, since I can't remember. So, and thank you for your kind words. I see a bunch of people have checked in here. Mike Verbeck, Mark Steele, good to see you, Mark. I hope you're doing okay. Tom Mobus, who is an old friend from Sam W., and Mel Green, and speaking of Sam W., and let me see if there's anyone else I forgot to say hi to. I think I got most of you. And just a quick look here. So it is time for announcements. John Hubner is here, my good friend, who is either in the Carolinas or back home in Lima, Ohio. And Deb Levy Clark's here, and Leonard Augustine. And so I don't know, Leonard. Like you said, my name is Leonard. Is it pronounced Leonard, like we would pronounce it here in the States? I'm not sure. And I'm wasting time. I should be singing songs. Donna Bergman is here. If I didn't say hi to her, my good buddy Jim Moore. He's late, but he has fresh coffee. Well, that's important. Rich Laughlin is here. Another good guitar picker from around here. Okay, I said hi to Jay Peterson. I think that's all the hi-ing I'm going to do right now, except now Rich Pasqua's here on YouTube. Hi, Rich. So, announcements for today. So, if there are any invisibles here, that could include Mario Prue, whose guitar I played on the first tune. And it could include Joel Biget and George Young of Winter Garden, Florida, and Judith Fox. Those are the four left. And anyone else who's invisible to me. If I missed you, I'm sorry. And there is, as always, a PayPal link there if you'd like to donate so we could buy Charlie a new blue squeaky elephant, since this old one is turning into the Velveteen elephant. And so PayPal or Venmo, that's what I meant to say. And then guitars. This is the Pre-War Guitars Company from Hillsborough, North Carolina. Built this extraordinary instrument. You can't really tell online how great a guitar sounds. You can't really tell unless it's sitting on your lap and you feel it. That's really great. So that, and then the earlier guitar, the one I used in drop D tuning, is built by Mario Prue of Iroquois Falls, Ontario, Canada, and is the Raleigh Brown L00 model. And I think there's only two of those. I don't think nobody, for some reason, my brand never took off and nobody ordered another Raleigh Brown model. But my first prototype was sold to our friend Terry St. James up there in Montreal. So Jim Greco is here now, and so that's that part of the announcements. I will be at Steve Kaufman's camp on June 8th through the 14th. I will be at Sam W. Summer Acoustic Music Week in New Hampshire, July 13th through the 19th. If we get enough registration, I will be doing a live guitar workshop at Ann Mintz's house in the Mount Airy section of Philadelphia on March 15th, which I think is a Saturday. I think that's what we planned it for. And you can find that on my page if you go down through all the political ranting. You'll find a link to that. And I'm on right now. I don't know who's on Monday. Cozy, as I said, will be doing her live stream on Tuesday morning at 10:30 Eastern Time, one assumes, although she'll have to get up pretty early to do that in Moab. And then I'll be back on Wednesday in the afternoon, and Steve Walker will be in Wednesday evening doing the 7 o'clock show. TJ Wheeler, good to see you, buddy. TJ, an old buddy. It's been years and years now since we've seen each other, and he's a great guitar player and a great advocate for the blues. really wonderful guy, and not a bad jazz player either. Lucille Loveland Avakian is Helen Avakian's sister, and she's here from the Wilmington, Delaware area. So that's my workshops, my blah, blah, blahs, the schedule, and we're ready to move on. Okay. So this next one actually was kind of, Kit Sarikaku, who is asleep in her little bed on Oahu right now, when she requests a tune, she kind of like hedges her bet. She'll like request 8 tunes, and then once in a while I choose one and play it. And they're usually the same 8. So this time she said something by Phil Ochs, and this is something by Phil Ochs, and this too is something which remains meaningful all these years after Phil's tragic suicide. This song still rings true. Show me the prison, show me the jail, show me the prison man whose face is growing pale, and I'll show you a young man with many reasons why, and there but for fortune may go you or I. Show me the alley, show me the train, show me the hobo who sleeps out in the rain, and I'll show you a young man with many reasons why, and there but for fortune may go you or I. Show me the whiskey stains on the floor, show me the drunken man as he stumbles out the door, and I'll show you a young man with many reasons why, and there but for fortune may go you or I. This verse actually is for Ukraine. Show me the country where the bombs had to fall, show me the ruins of the buildings once so tall, and I'll show you a young land with many reasons why, and there but for fortune may go you or I, or I. There But for Fortune by Phil Ochs, written these 60 or 70 years ago. And I saw David and Leni got here, and there was somebody else I missed. Steve Gouge. Good to see you, Steve. And Okay, we're doing okay here. So next up, this was requested by Helene Tober Fowler, who often requests something by Duke Ellington or Hoagie Carmichael. This one, Hoagie Carmichael. Start that again. My mind wandered. Stardust. Sorry for the little mental lapses there. So I have one more for you today, and written by I can never remember the it's an odd name. It was a taken name, Ibn Ibez or something like that. Ibn Abez. Anyhow, it was made famous by Nat King Cole, and it's still just a beautiful, beautiful song. That guy who wrote it was a kind of nature boy himself who lived for a while under one of the letters in the big Hollywood sign in Hollywood, and who wore robes and long hair in the 50s when nobody did that, and he was a very interesting character. very strange, enchanted boy. They say he traveled very far over land and sea, a little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, one magic day, he came my way. And as we talked of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you will ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Be happy and be healthy. Be brave and be calm and be kind. It's a snap. If you get cranky, take a nap. I thank you, as always, for joining me today. And keep the faith, keep the hope, and keep working, keeping active. I've taken to I call my 3 congressmen every day using the 5calls.org app, which I highly recommend, and leave them messages about how dissatisfied I am with the direction our country is taking. But I digress. Have a good day, you all.